Hey guys, what's going on? Steven back again, and I'm back with another video from the Temple Institute. Looks like they put out a few new videos, one about the Blood Angels, and this other video that I'm about to watch right now. I was going to watch the Blood Angels one first, but that video is about 20-25 minutes long, and it is so hot out. It's like 90-95 degrees in my room right now, and I really want my AC back on. This video here is only about 10 minutes, so it's not too bad. Plus, I really want to get at least a video out because it is going to be this hot for the next couple of days, and I really couldn't sit here for like 20-25 minutes without the AC on, just watching the video. So at least I wanted to do something. I mean, I'm already sticking to the chair and everything, so at least I want to get a video out. So anyways, the title of this video is called Lord Commander Dante, and it's by the Temple Institute. Let's check it out. Ugh, I'm already sweating and everything.
Of the countless trillions of souls that make up the Imperium of Man, most will never see a space marine of the Adeptus Astartes in their lifetime, and they might count themselves lucky to be spared the type of carnage that would compel those superhuman warriors to battle. Yet,
I hope the audio's okay.
The Astartes can still be felt in a multitude of ways, and foremost in the legends that surround them. To the Imperium, they are angels of death, far removed from the trivial concerns of mortal men. They are nothing less than demigods, reflections of the Emperor himself. Yet for all the myths and worship that surrounds them, the Astartes at their core remain human. While many among their number have come to deny this, they are no less vulnerable to the dangers of the universe. A lucky shot may pierce their powered armor. A festering wound might overcome their enhanced biology. Their strength can be bested, and their souls can be corrupted.
That's right, they're still just men.
At times throughout the centuries, however,
yeah, they're
genetically
modified, but
warriors of
they're
the
still men.
Adeptus Astartes might not only rise to their mythic reputation, but exceed it. Marneus Calgar, Logan Grimnar, Vulcan Hestan, no mere tale or sermon can fully account for the feats of these champions. Still, even atop the highest pantheon of Imperial saints and heroes, there is a single soul who stands apart. For not since the time of Heroes and the cataclysm of the Horus Heresy has a single man given so much of himself to the Imperium, and had the hopes and fate of so many rest on his actions alone. He is the chapter master of the Blood Angels, Lord of the Host, Regent and Warden of the Imperium Nihilus, Hero of the Red Scar, Uniter of the Sanguinary Brotherhood, the living embodiment of the 5 angelic graces, and 10,000 other titles and honorifics.
I've seen the model.
Lord Commander Dante.
But I don't know too much about him.
Over a millennia ago, a boy was born on the second moon of Baal, within its great salt wastes. Like many, he suffered a cruel childhood, abandoning his father after the death of his mother. He resolved to become an angel, or die in the attempt. None among the tribes that dwelt in the salt wastes had ever survived the trek to the distant fortress monastery of the Blood Angels, and there was little sign this boy's journey would end any differently. Stunted by malnutrition, and weakened even by the standards of Baal,
yeah, I think
it was
becoming a Blood Angel is pretty tough from all their trials.
Far from his destination. The entity that revealed itself to him that day is shrouded in the ancient lore of the Blood Angels, thought perhaps to be an aspect of the fallen Sanguinius himself. But whatever it was, it gifted the precious water necessary for the boy to complete his journey.
Because what is it, don't they do bloodletting and stuff?
The boy displayed no particular promise, save his indomitable and moral fortitude. His refusal to kill a fellow aspirant was in truth his final test, and he was sealed inside a sarcophagus to undergo the implantation of his chapter's gene seed. Many die within this process, such is the way of the Blood Angels, but where most endure or suffer quietly, the boy screamed endlessly, drifting between consciousness and slumber, yet never falling fully into either.
Oh wow.
A scarred and malformed boy named
So it
Louis
locked him in a
entered that
sarcophagus.
chamber, but it was the angelic form of Dante that left it. No aspirant had ever endured such pain within the transformation process, and it seemed to the sanguinary priesthood to be an omen, but for what, they could not be certain. Dante rose through the ranks, but had it not been for an era of suffering and loss inflicted on the Blood Angels, he might never have ascended to the rank of Lord Commander. Yet a number of devastating campaigns had left their brotherhood shattered, and of the 200 Astartes that survived this era, Dante was the last living captain, and the only choice for Chapter Master.
So he got promoted basically by default.
His inauspicious start to herald a bleak reign as Chapter Master and usher the final dissolution on the Blood Angels. But Dante's fate was far different. He oversaw the restoration of the chapter and led them across their most glorious and triumphant millennia since the great counter-offensive that followed the Horus Heresy. In every manner of battle,
okay, so he brought the Blood Angels back.
Dante emerged from simply one champion of the Imperium among many to perhaps the single most accomplished Astartes in living memory. No one, it is said, has ever set foot on so many of the Imperium's worlds as he.
Really?
Part of this is due to his astounding age, having served the Imperium for well over 1,500 standard years, with 1,100 of those as Chapter Master.
Jeez.
He has led his chapter through ages of civil war, rampant Xenos expansionism, and the dark incursions of the ruinous powers. His vestige stands on uncounted worlds, his name spoken with unabashed
that is
awe.
pretty damn impressive.
Yet the greatest of his campaigns was fought to save his own homeworlds of Baal. The advance of High Fleet Leviathan, the greatest such force of Tyranids yet seen, threatened to strip every molecule of biomatter and eradicate the Blood Angels from all existence. While Dante's fanatical defense of his chapter's fortress monastery equaled Sanguinius's own ancient defense of the Imperial Palace, the Lord Commander's most skillful triumph occurred before the battle had even started. A lesser man might not have been able to mobilize such allies to his side, but to Dante came almost all the successor chapters of the old Blood Angels Legion.
That's pretty cool that everybody rallied to him.
In 10,000 years. The arrival of the reborn Primarch Rabute Gilliman sealed the fate of High Fleet Leviathan, who in victory bestowed an even greater responsibility to the Lord Commander. With the galaxy split asunder by a great rift, piercing through reality itself, the Imperium has been severed. 500,000 worlds and Baal itself have been cut off from the light of the Astronomicon, and the victory of the ruinous powers appears imminent.
Oh wow, so
in this
a couple of planets have been cut
Dante
off.
has been named regent of the Imperium Nihilus and charged with the defense of this shadowy realm. There is little doubt across the Imperium that Dante is the perfect choice for such an appointment.
Wow, he actually
He's
does
an
kind of look like
exemplar of the
Sanguinius.
fearlessness, determination, and the genius at the heart of every Astartes. But above even that, reflected in
Kinda
him
looks
is
like
the
him.
character of Sanguinius himself: mercy, empathy, and grace. Even among the angelic Blood Angels, he manifests the spirit of their fallen Primarch like no other. But
Guess
so
I should have
long
kept
has he
listening.
lived, and so great his accomplishments, that now even Dante has been lost in his own legend. Did
it start to go to his head?
Secrets within the pleasure gardens of fabled Luxurasa? Did he really face down an entire Black Legion alone? Were the pilgrims aboard the Toils of the Faithful rescued by his hand? How many did he truly save during the siege of Maculos? How many heretics has he laid low? Only Dante and the Emperor can say for certain, and the Lord Commander is no more likely to speak of such things than the master of mankind. In battle, Dante hides his face behind the death mask of Sanguinius, a shrieking visage of agony to strike terror into the enemies of mankind.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that about the
Does
mask.
not suffer and is strong enough to shoulder any burden.
So that's pretty
In the time of
interesting.
ending, the Imperium needs symbols, not men of flesh and blood. And yet, in the rare instances in which this mask is removed, the figure beneath is not the man who first emerged from that sarcophagus a millennia ago. His golden hair has turned long and white. His skin is lined by tracks of weariness and age. He is old now, and his weary eyes reflect lifetime after lifetime of
what,
carnage
1500
and
years?
sacrifice. Only one thing prevents him from succumbing to time. In life, the Primarch Sanguinius is said to have seen visions of the future. 99 scrolls are
That's
interred deep within the vaults at Marest,
pretty
in
cool
the
mask.
librarium on Baal, and in them, Dante has glimpsed his destiny. Sanguinius foresaw a battle to overshadow all others, and that when all hope had faded, a golden warrior would stand between the Emperor of mankind and his destruction. Most interpret this to refer to Sanguinius' own stand against Horus, but Dante believes that golden figure to be himself, and a day is drawing closer when the defense of the Emperor will rest on him alone. This belief is perhaps shared, for the great enemy has its own prophecies. They warn the followers of the dark gods of the final flight of the dead angel's host, of the last archangel. They fear a death that soars. They shriek in terror of a golden mask that forever stares and never smiles, weeping tears of frozen gold.
Wow.
In Dossier, the Templin Institute
Whew,
investigates
I get
legendary
chills.
figures from alternate
Wow.
worlds.
That was interesting to learn all about him. I had no idea. I mean, I've seen the model plenty of times. It was also part of the reason I wanted to play, or I did start to get into Blood Angels for a little while. You know, Dark Angels was my first chapter. And then, yeah, I did go to Blood Angels. Just changing color scheme. You know, I did start to collect and paint up some Blood Angels and stuff like that, but you know, when I was at the store and everything like that, I was always like the one who liked to be like whichever was needed more. Like, we tended to have a lot of good guys, you know, Imperium players and stuff like that, Sisters, Space Marines, Imperial Guard, things like that, and there wasn't that many evil, you know, like Tyranids and Necrons and Chaos and stuff like that. So me being the person that I am, I like to be able to switch to fit whatever needed to be, so I didn't really get a chance to finish really collecting a lot of Blood Angels, and I switched and kind of went to the dark side a little bit. You know, I made a Chaos Army, Black Legion, Undivided. Couldn't really pick a Chaos God, kind of liked them all. Plus I want to be able to use each from everything and not just be just one thing, so I didn't really get to play them, but that was still very cool, you know, learning about Lord Commander Dante and stuff like that, being Lord Commander for what, 1100 years they said, and he's been in service for what, 1500 years, so that's been one hell of a career for him. And of course, you know, he is aging, obviously. I didn't know that about the mask, that it was Sanguinius's, what did they say, Sanguinius's likeness or his face. I mean, that is pretty interesting, although I do kind of like the other mask a little bit more. That one's actually pretty badass looking, with the blood coming out of the, I'm assuming it's blood, coming out of the eyes and stuff like that. That is actually really badass. I actually like that one a little bit more. But yeah, that was really cool, learning all about him and stuff like that. Let's see, is his model still the same, or did Games Workshop change it at all? Let's see if I can pull it up. All right, let's go over here. Army, Space Marines, Blood Angels, HQ. Here we go. Priest. I would like to learn more about him. He seems pretty interesting. Sanguiner. What am I learning more about him either? Ah, there he is. Lord Commander Dante. 25 bucks. Not too bad. I think that's still the same model. I think. Yeah, I think it is. I could be wrong, but I think it is still the same model. I mean, it is a badass model. That is really cool. I do like that power axe. I like the paint job on it too. I like the I don't know, not cracked, but you know, the little marks and stuff like that on it. That is actually really cool. But yeah, Blood Angels was a very interesting chapter and stuff like that, you know. And then of course learning about their trials and tribulations and locking him in a sarcophagus so they could do, you know, make him into a space marine and stuff like that. That was very interesting because each chapter, you know, kind of has their own little whatchamacallit, I don't want to say like ceremony, but rites, if you will, because I think, what do they say, like some have bloodletting and some have, you know, fight each other and stuff like that, and whoever wins the fight gets to become a member of their chapter and stuff like that. So they get all sorts of, you know, different things and stuff like that. But yeah, it was very cool to learn about him. I think there was one other guy I wanted to, yeah, this guy here. I want to learn more about him because he seems pretty interesting. I don't ever remember him, so he must have, he must be sort of new. Lead your Blood Angels with their chief librarian. Okay, so he's a chief librarian, or the chief librarian. So he must be somewhat new, I think. Black Rage. Because I don't really remember him. When did he come out? Was it after like 2008? Because that's when my store closed down. So anything after that is all new to me. Or maybe he was around. I don't know. Because like I said, I didn't really get a chance to start really building up, you know, Blood Angels army and stuff. Because, you know, like I said, I jumped to Chaos to kind of, you know, help out, if you will, in certain battles and scenarios we would used to run and stuff like that. You know, it was kind of always unbalanced and stuff like that, and just be kind of awkward just to kind of, you know, if we were doing like a 4-on-4, someone's got Tyranids and Necrons and Chaos, and then there was no other bad players, evil players, if you will, and then it's like, all right, well, you can join this side here, and you get like Space Marines. It just kind of seemed a little awkward, so yeah, I you know, jumped to Chaos to be like, all right, I'll fill in for this. I like being able to fill in for whatever was needed. If you need a, you know, an Imperium player, okay, I'm here. If you need someone to be evil, all right, I'll bust out my Chaos Space Marines. Same thing with Warhammer. I love my dwarves. Love my dwarves. My dwarves were awesome. But I also had Chaos because I liked being able to fill in for whatever scenario in case if one side was outnumbered. All right, what do you need? You need good guys? Okay, here's my dwarves. You need bad guys? Here's my Chaos. Here we go, you know. So that was me, so that's why, you know, I don't really remember him. But unless he is new, like I said before. But either way, I would like to learn more about him. I do hope Templin Institute do a video just on him, unless their Blood Angels video does talk about him. I guess I'll have to wait and see. I think that will be probably my next one there. Alright, so anyways, it is getting very hot, so I'm going to end this video here. I want to get my AC back on. And yeah, so like I said, I want to get at least a video out. I don't know if I'll be able to get another video out in the next couple of days, just because it's going to be so hot. And I don't know, we'll see. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button, that'd be awesome. Remember, feel free to subscribe to my channel, follow me on social media, links are in the description box below, and of course leave me all your thoughts and comments. If you have any more details and stuff about Lord Commander Dante, let me know. Let me know about the other guy, Mephiston. Is he new or not? Let me know. And other than that, just stick around. More videos are on the way, and I will see you guys next time.